Hey, Shalom. Shalom, Israel. With the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, underneath Commander General Yohana. We are not affiliated or associated with any other Israelite group, man. Tonight's topic, man, is going to be something very heavy, man. Something very heavy again, like always, man. We're going to go into something that is really affecting the nation of Israel, man. The nation of Israel, we have a lot of cowards amongst our people, man. Predominantly a lot of our leaders, man. We have a lot of cowards amongst our people, man, which leads our people to become traitors amongst each other, man. What we don't understand is the reason why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in this destroyed place that we are in right now is because we have horrible leaders, man. We have leaders who are cowards, man.
Damn right.
We have so-called black leaders who are scared to speak up on our behalf, scared to speak the truth when it comes to what's going on with the nation of Israel. We have weak Hispanic leaders who are scared to speak on the things that are happening to our people, man. You know, you have brothers and sisters from the tribe of Isupk trying to come across the border and dying. And you had so-called political figures in Mexico who are native Mexicans, you know what I'm saying, to that land, not say a word.
That's right.
Not speak on the behalf of anything. Not say anything but be a coward and then become a traitor. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that affects blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians today, man. We're going to go into some topics on that, man. So like I said, I was going to go to the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 1, sir.
I got you.
We're going to go into a story, man, to go into one of the most biggest betrayals ever in the scriptures, man, which was Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? When Judas betrayed Christ because he was a coward, man. He was a coward and a traitor to the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
And to our king, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to go into this story. We're going to break this story down just to tell you and show you the reward of being a coward and a traitor to your people, man.
Right.
You see it every day. Right now, you got Kanye West on the news. You got Kanye West on the news right now looking like a damn fool in front of the whole entire world because he was a traitor to his people.
Damn right.
He had became a coward and ended up being a traitor to his people.
That's right.
Kanye West was the same person making songs saying, when the brother get on, he turn around and leave you A for a white girl. And he turned around and did the same thing. Left that beautiful sister he had for a so-called heathen woman, and look at the results of it now.
Right.
Look at the results of it now. Kanye West is losing his damn mind, and Kim Kardashian is walking down the streets holding hand with another man. After everything that Kanye West don't spend, think about all the things he has bought this woman. Jewelry, clothes, shoes. I'm talking about the things that he has bought this heathen woman. Israelite sister couldn't even imagine. Couldn't even fund the amount of money that he has spent on her. The diamonds, the jewelry, the things that he's put her in on. You know what I'm saying? Like helping her start different clothing linings and all type of stuff. Think about all those things he did for her. And look what happened to him now.
Damn right.
He turned his back on his people and became a traitor. And the Most High turned his back on him.
That's right.
And now look at him. In a divorce, his so-called rib that he used to be with already holding hands with somebody else. Walking around and enjoying herself. And let's see how the black community does with Kanye West now. Let's see if we're going to allow this traitor to come back, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we allow him to come back after we know he turned his back on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The same man who said slavery was a choice. And guess what, Kanye West? Kim Kardashian has a choice too. And her choice is not to be with you.
Damn right.
You turn your back on your people, Kim K, double K, she's missing a K. Double K turns her back on you. So like it, sir.
Matthew 26.
Yeah, kind, sir.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 1. And it came to pass, when Yahushua had finished all these sayings, he said unto his disciples, verse 2, Ye know that after 2 days is the feast of the Passover, and the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified.
So now we going into the story about our king, man. About our king and how our king was betrayed, man. Was betrayed and crucified. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of the biggest betrayals ever in history, man. Like, our king got betrayed, man. And this is the story on it, man. It's like, sir, you got it, sir.
Verse 3. Then assembled together the chief priests and the scribes and the elders of the people unto the palace of the high priest, who was called Caiaphas.
Right. So now,
together the chief
so now we have all of the so-called leaders of Israel back then during this time of Christ when he walked the earth. Right. You had all of the chief priests, the scribes, the elders, and they all came together. You know, if it was today's time, this would be all your so-called black political leaders, all your black Christians, your black politicians. This would be all of them sitting down together. This would be them sitting down all together. It's like, so you got it, sir.
Verse 4. And consulted that they might take Yahushua by subtlety and kill him.
God damn. Like, these bastards, so like, let me see what that word subtlety means. Let me get the definition of that for you.
I'll get it for you.
Oh, you can't, sir. So like, I got,
Yeah. Oh, you good? I got it right here.
Okay, kind, sir.
Okay. Subtlety, clever and indirect, not showing your real purpose when it comes to giving criticism.
Dang.
Sometimes it's best to take a subtle approach.
In other words, they were going to try to be slick and kill Christ, man. So these bastards, these leaders, the leaders of Israel back then, which would be our so-called black politicians, our leaders, all the high figures, they wanted to think of a clever way to kill Christ, man. Mm-hmm. They were trying to be slick with it and try to kill our king, man. No different than today, man. No different than today. You don't think these religious leaders and these politicians want to kill the brothers in the Isupk? You don't think they want us dead? You don't think they sitting back with the so-called oppressor trying to figure out a way how to bring us down? But they can't stop the Most High, man.
That's right.
They can do whatever they want to do. They can sit back behind closed doors and make plans. You cannot kill us, man. Only if the Most High allows it. But the Most High is not allowing these devils and these wicked leaders of our people to take us out, man. Before they even can do anything, the Most High is taking them out, man. Crushing their churches and their empires, man. Because the Most High knows the true intentions of our black politicians, our Latino politicians, and our Native Indian politicians. He knows their true intentions is to stuff their pockets and become cowards and traitors amongst their own people. We see it every day. Just like they had that trial with Ahmaud Arbery when that devil said he don't want black pastors inside the church. A group of pastors decided to come. All the pastors decided to come to the courthouse. But then this is what I feel like. How come you wasn't there before this devil said this? If you were so-called black leader, you know what happened to this brother was wrong. How come the oppressor has to speak up and out in order for y'all to come down and do your damn job, man?
Right.
The reason why it took for them to do that, for the devil to make them come out and say something, is because they are cowards, man. They're traitors. The only time they want to come out is when their lover speaks against them.
Damn right.
That's the only time they want to come say something. Oh, Master said that we can't come? Let's go stand up against them. They lover says something, now they want to do something. But when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are getting shot in the streets, we say no justice, no peace. You see none of your black leaders around, man. They sitting in the house. They sitting in that fancy multi-million-dollar mansion with their feet propped up in the wintertime with the heat on, with not even the heat, with the fireplace roasting. With the fireplace roasting, reading a nice expensive book, not worried about none of us. Because they have got what they wanted. They used us as commodity for the so-called oppressor to get them what they want, man. What you like, sir? You got it, sir.
I'm right. Verse. Hold on 1 second. Verse 5. Matthew chapter 26, verse 5. But they said, not on the feast day, lest there be an uproar among the people.
All right, so they still wanted to kill him, but they said, nah, we ain't gonna kill him on the feast day. We ain't gonna kill him on the Passover. It's like we gonna have a Passover and a bunch of our so-called leaders in the Christian church want to kill us, but they're like, nah, don't kill him on the Passover.
Verse 6. Now when Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, verse 7, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat.
All right, so it's like I was gonna say this. So Christ, he went to Simon the leper's house, to the leper's house. He went to his house, and while he was in that house, a sister came up to him and poured very precious ointment on the head of our king, man, because she knew that he was the true king of Israel.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? She knew that, and she understood the type of respect to have for this man. For this man who's willing to put his life on the line. For this man who's not a coward, who will go out there with them disciples and risk it all. That's why if you're an officer, trooper, you know what I'm saying, here in the UPK, man, you should be thankful, man, to be here in the UPK, because we have taken on the work that our king done, man, that those disciples done. They stood in the face of all of these wicked kingdoms and spoke against them kingdoms, even if it meant their life being taken away from them. Even if it meant they had to die. I can only imagine what these so-called devils did to our people back then during the time of Christ, when they came against these so-called oppressors. When everybody stopped following the ways of Rome and started following the way of the Most High. You know, you think about how our leaders wanted to do Christ, man. They wanted to do him the worst way. Like, they wanted to do him the worst way. They was like, listen, you know, he's getting things messed up, man. Like, he messing up my bag. That's no different than today. Why you think these Christian pastors won't let the UPK bow to them one-on-one, man? They don't want to mess up the bag. They just want to stand in the church and play the hell out them drums and their guitar and just continue to be cowards, man. That's why you don't see pastors doing what we do, man.
That's right.
That's why you see some fake Israelite groups who hide in alleys while we stand on the front street, man.
Damn right.
Because they too scared. They too scared to come out there on their front rows. And you let that be a lesson to these fake Israelite groups trying to tell you that you don't know what you're doing. Like, only reason you doing what you're doing because you learned it from true warriors.
Damn right.
You learned it from us. You learned it from the UPK underneath Commander General Yohana, man. You know, like GMS, sir. Like GMS think we work for the cops because we stand up against the cops. They so shook. They like, damn, them niggas got to be working for the cops, because how they stand up to the cops like that and say something like that? They gotta be. It can never be that we are just warriors of the Most High. It gotta be some coward stuff with them because they cowards.
See, it's like if I could, and I said this the other day. See, when the cops got you cornered to the point where you afraid to do the things that we do, because the reason why we are able to do the things we do is not because we over there signing contracts or siding with the police or cooperating with them. It's because we follow the laws in this land, which is one of the commandments that the Most High gave us, was to follow the laws in this land. You know what I'm saying? And we go through the protocols and the laws here, and that's how we get advantage over them. Besides the fact, also, the major part of it is that we, you know what I'm saying, that we have the Lord on our side. Now, I also said this: if you can't get ahead in the work that you're doing, which is also proof that they fake Israelites,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Then it's because that y'all still smoking weed. It's something you still doing, something wicked you still doing. The reason why you ain't got the courage, the courage to stand up to our oppressors. We stand up to our oppressors, you know why? Because we don't get high. We stand up to our oppressors because we don't get high. We don't sleep with whores. We don't commit criminal activities. We don't murder each other, rob each other, rape each other. We don't do none of those things. We don't cause mischief. We follow the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. And so, therefore, there is no reason for us to be afraid of the goddamn cops.
Damn right.
You understand? But the reason why y'all can't get ahead, you fake Israelite groups out there.
Right.
The reason why y'all have so much issues with the cops out there in the streets is because y'all are still homosexuals. Y'all still smoking weed. You understand? You're still robbing. You're still having sex with white girls. And that's the reason why you can't get ahead out here. And that's why you look at us like we are working for the cops, when in reality we're working for the Most High. You're the one that's working for Satan.
Damn right.
That's all I'm going to say.
Damn right, sir. Damn right. That's heavy as hell, all the ones. It's like you said, all one. They are the ones working for Satan.
Damn right.
Because if you smoking that weed, you're working for Satan. If you sitting up there loving white women, good night. Damn. You are working for Satan. Look at Kanye again. Look at Kanye West. He just loved that heathen. Ooh, he was in love. He cherished her. And he found out that damn.
And if I could,
sir.
he just like the fake Israelites, because even he just came out and said that he was Hebrew, that he was an Israelite.
Damn.
He knew he was an Israelite, just like how GMS and all of these other, the purple cats, all of them think that they know that they the Jews, but they still sinners, man. And that's the difference between us and them. Kanye West knows he's a Hebrew Israelite, yet Kanye West is still having sex with white girls, married to a heathen, still evil and wicked as hell as he can be. You know what I'm saying? And why do y'all think y'all different from him? You're not.
Right.
You're the same as him. That was it.
Because like I was going to say, I think Kanye West soon going to be choosing what fake Israelite group he want to go join. He go like, damn, if I join GMS, I could sleep with white women. But if I join the purple homosexuals, I still can sleep with white women.
He gonna join the Sakari camp.
Right. Be a little radical and you can love Africans. Mm-hmm. A radical African.
Or he gonna join GOCC.
That's more like his.
That's his type right there. He'll be able to sleep with the white girls.
And he can be on his knees. He gonna make all.
And then Salaki, he makes his damn music sounds so Christian and gospel. It like GLCC would be perfect for Kanye West, cause them niggas still sing songs like they in the Christian church. So like, he gonna remix "I'm on my knees," the Kanye West edition.
Auto tunes, I'm on my knees. Pause. He gonna have the auto tune version of "On My Knees" with their leader. Yikes. He gonna come out with a new edition of fringes on the bottom of your t-shirts.
Oh man.
It's like I'm just sidebarring. Fringes on your t-shirt is so ugly, like
and gay, man.
The brother went so far at my slavery. He's in a fake Israelite group. He put fringes on the slavery shirt. I looked at him. I said, I see you got your fringes on your garment, right? I'm like, that t-shirt, your garment. He was like, yeah. I said, it's a t-shirt. He said, but it's a garment. I said, no, it's a t-shirt. He was like, yeah. You know how we do it. You know how I try to do, man. I was like, this nigga, y'all niggas done lost your mind. You work for the company, but you don't went as far as a fringe up that damn work shirt. They looking at you like it looks like a dress. All them long shirts with them fringe on it look like a dress.
Sad, man.
Come, Slack, sir. You got it, sir.
Yeah, good. And if I could, man.
Come, sir.
It's sick, man. And like, I know this is off topic, is just because you brought it up. It's so sick because it's like they spit on all the work that the seven heads, put in, that Abba Bivens put in, that Commanding General Johanna put in. All of the brothers who toiled in this truth to keep the traditions. It's like they just spit on them by walking around with them little fringes on their shirt, man. That was never a tradition and custom in Isupk, never. And it's like immediately when I see them fringes on that shirt, the only thing I can think of is, that brother, he's on the down low.
Right.
Yeah, that brother's still smoking weed. Yeah, that brother, he's still having sex with white girls. Cause there ain't no way in hell you could be wearing them fringes on your t-shirt like that, knowing that is not the spirit of how we rock and roll, and you ain't doing something else that's just totally abominable.
So like, them niggas go to sleep with they go to sleep with the shirt on with the fringes on it.
Damn.
Like that, they got fringes on their body. Matter of fact, the brother confirmed it. That's in the IUIC.
Oh man.
He said, yeah, we do wear fringes on our tank tops.
Oh man. I Salaki, and I know this off topic. I ain't trying to take you way off topic. But I remember back in the day, man, back when Facebook was like really popping. I remember, and everybody who was an Israelite was on Facebook taking it by storm before TikTok and everything came out. And there was this one picture, I don't know if it's still floating around the internet, but brother had put fringes on his car. Nigga had fringes on his car. And they look like the fringes that they put around on their shirts.
God damn, so like the brother just couldn't help it. He said, I don't put fringes on my shirt, my pants, my shoes.
Had Board of a Blue and everything around the car with little gay ass confetti fringes all the way around it. It was just garbage.
So I would ask him, what scripture is that? Hey, I see you.
That's the book of Pauls.
This is the book of Chevy Malibu. Verse 6. V cylinder.
It's horrible, man.
You fake Israelite groups are a bunch of cowards. Like it, sir. They are a bunch of weak cowards, man. Like y'all are traitors, man. All of y'all are traitors. If you're in a fake Israelite group, you are a traitor.
Damn right.
Because you know the ISUPK is where it all started at.
That's right.
You know it. All you fake Israelite groups. And the only thing you can say is, well, General Yohana ain't the only one with the truth. How long your Israelite group been around? Since 2017. You just a stupid kid.
That's it.
A stupid kid who needs to come back and listen to their parents.
Damn right.
Stupid child.
Damn right.
General Yohana is the leader over all Israel. He's the man that's over all Israel. And rather than you come back and learn from your big brother, your brother just be that stupid little brother who goes out here and think he knows everything and gets his tail handed to him, and then has to come back to the big brother and his father for help. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are disgusting, man. It's disgusting when we see you out there trying to imitate the UPK. Because what do you think you learn how to have camp at? Y'all fake Israelite groups weren't having camp on y'all own. You studied, learned, watched the UPK. You even got fake Israelite groups dressing like the UPK. Because we are the only ones who stand up against this nation, man. We are the ones who are willing to put our lives on the line. We have a famous phrase in the school, no cowards, man. And all those brothers who go out there on those street corners every Saturday, man, every Friday and put their life on the line, we know that you're not no coward, man.
That's right.
Like, we know that our brothers and sisters are willing to die for this truth, man.
Damn right.
willing to lose our life for it. Families, kids, everything, just so this truth can continue to flourish, man. So like, sir, you got it, sir.
Verse Matthew chapter 26, verse 8, Salakia. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, "To what purpose is this waste?"
Damn. Disciples seeing Christ getting the oil poured on his head, and they had indignation towards him, man. They was like, what's the purpose of this, man? They got weak when they seen Christ getting the oil poured on his head. They was trying to figure it out. So you got it, sir.
Verse 9, for this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor.
Damn.
Verse 10, when Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me.
Damn right. What this sister did was righteous, man. The disciples thought she was wrong and Christ was wrong. Christ said, why do you wrath this woman? Why do you trouble this woman, man? She had wrought a good work upon me, man. She's like, so you got it, sir.
Verse 11, for ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. Verse 12, for in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial.
She did it for his burial. Like Christ knew he was going to lose his life, man. Just like here in the UPK, man, when we go to camp, we know it's a chance that we cannot be coming home that day, man. We know when we go out on those street corners, who's telling us that it's a guarantee that we're going to be back home? We don't know that. Like when you go to camp is not something where you go and just hang out and have a good time. When you at camp, this is the reason why you always get told by your camp leaders, be on shamar, pay attention, look around, observe things. Don't lose focus. It's because, you know what I'm saying, like, it's very important for us not to become traitors, man. And if we see one, we got to step on it before it gets bad, man. You got to get rid of traitors in amongst the nation of Israel. And I ain't talking about going to kill nobody, but you just got to keep them away from us, man. Anybody that's a traitor, that's why in this school, you cannot be a traitor and be in this school.
Damn right.
You will be kicked out. You cannot be a coward and you cannot be a traitor. Because those both things go hand in hand with each other, man. A coward and a traitor, man.
Damn right.
It's like, so you got it, sir.
Verse 13. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman hath done be told for a memorial of her. Verse 14. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priest.
Ooh-wee, so now you got one of the 12 disciples who went and spoke with the chief priest. That's how it always has been, man, amongst the nation of Israel. There's always been a traitor somewhere in amongst our people, man. Always somewhere, man. Always want to turn their back. Always want to go against what the Most High is doing here on earth, man. Like, got a problem. Like, even with the UPK, we have so many traitors that come up against us, man. It is a horrible thing to see, man. A horrible thing to see brothers and sisters turn their back on you, man, for all type of different things. Money, finances, reputation. It's the same thing in the streets, man. You know, you be having brothers be getting set up by certain brothers or certain sisters. You know what I'm saying? Just because they traitors, man.
Damn right.
Just because you're a traitor, you want to turn your back on your own people. And this goes hands in hand with the streets too, man. You know what I'm saying? Even with the streets, man, you turn your back. You so quick to kill your brother, but when the police do something to you, you tuck your tail and you running high, man.
Damn right.
Running high. I remember we was in the world. We was young, man. We was probably like 19. It was like a bunch of us staying with this sister, and I think it was the dude that was one of her friends' boyfriend. It was one of our friends. It was one of the girls that was there, the boyfriend. Now he jumped on her and beat her.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the Breezeway apartment complex we stayed in. So nobody didn't know. She just came in and she was crying. She was bleeding. We was trying to figure it out, and she called the police on him.
Damn right.
So she called the police on the brother. The brother was still out and about in the apartment complex. So the police found out he was out there because she pointed him out. So this brother, who was a so-called gangster, took off running and hiding from the police and got caught. But he just beat the brakes off the sister like a coward. But then ran and then became a traitor. Ran to the when the police was looking for him, he ran from the police, and finally when they caught him, he just submitted himself like a coward, like a traitor. That's no different than you being this. That's why I don't understand why brothers consider themselves gangsters, man. Like I understand, but being in the truth now, I just don't get it. It was like, how do you try to force your own people to respect you as a gangster?
Right.
Like, how do you terrorize your own people into that? When these devils don't even respect you.
That's right.
Like, you go out here, you make a game, you trying to force your whole community to accept it, and then the police come and shut all of it down in 10 minutes. Kick in your door, slam you on the ground, tear your car to pieces, and the only thing you can do is sit there and say, all right, I got y'all. Like, the UPK, we don't respect that, man.
That's right.
We don't respect that. We don't respect that at all. You know what I'm saying? We respect them brothers who come out there and go to camp with us in war, man. Those brothers who be on the battlefield willing to lose their life, man. When a police officer come to them, we ain't terrified. So,
and if I could, also, man, and also them loyal, beautiful sisters that are in here that do the work of the Lord and don't cause mischief and heartache and hardship in their husbands and their man's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And those who set an example, those sisters who set an example for the sisters. You know, not some bitch that just wants to run her mouth and be evil and commit adultery and do all of that stuff, man, and on the sideline or whatever. You know, that's not what Commander General Yana teaches us here, man.
Damn right.
That's not what Yahweh Shah taught us. You know what I'm saying? And so the topic you bringing out is so damn heavy because this is about, you know, being a coward and being a traitor. You know what I'm saying? And the only way for us to keep that kind of nonsense out of here is to make sure that we not being cowards and traitors up in here, man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't follow in the footsteps of Judas. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's very important, you know what I'm saying, that we have that same zeal to recognize when somebody is gonna be, you know, wicked as hell and try to do evil towards a school. You can't. The only thing you can do is pity them, but they can't stay up in here with us, man.
Damn right.
They can't stay up in here with us. They got to get out, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. That's all I wanted to say about it, but it's heavy that you said all of that, man. That's heavy.
Kind of one kind, sir. That's heavy. I don't like you said. I don't want like you said. I want with them sisters, man. If you a sister, man, who's out here, you know, just causing your man hell, you are becoming a traitor to your man. You know, when you turn your back on your husband, man, you are a traitor to the Most High and your man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing we need right now, man. We already dealing with traitors inside of our nation as it comes to our leaders. You know what I'm saying? You don't think these big mega million churches know who the Isupk is? You don't think they sit in their office and watch our videos? I remember a female Christian pastor who was watching the UPK videos, man. She was in the office watching the videos, taking notes. I promise you. When I worked for FedEx, when I came in there, I think I told the officer not to talk about this, but I came into the office and I heard what she was listening to. I said, you watching Israelite videos? She was like, yeah, I'm watching Israelite videos, and I'm watching her take notes at the same time. And I was like, so you know about the scriptures, right? She was like, yeah. I was like, what? I said, are you a pastor? She said, yeah, I'm a pastor. And this is what she said. She said, the only reason I'm a pastor is because I see and I feel like we don't have any strong men.
damn, it's a lot. Can I say something?
Kind of what kind, sir?
It's so heavy what she's saying because even in her wickedness, she really told the truth on that.
Right.
She's in a hard place as a woman where she's hearing the truth, but she's recognizing that the lack of authority and rulership amongst black men is not there, and she's seeking that out. You know what I'm saying? Now the question is she gonna be able to submit to authority?
Right.
That's what I want to see. But other than that, she's so right when she says that, because the fact of the matter is that we've forgotten our role as men on this earth.
Right.
That's crazy, man.
And it's like, sir, to God, what you were saying, sir. And the men she was talking about were the men inside these churches. She's saying the men in her churches are weak.
It's like if I could. And the fact of the matter is, there are men in those churches. So what could she absolutely mean if she's saying there's a lack of, come on, man. She's saying that there's a lack of male leadership and that these men ain't right today. She's in the Christian church. There are men in the Christian church. What is she saying about them? She's saying they feminine, man. She's saying that it's only feminine men inside of that damn Christian church. It's a bunch of faggots in there. Excuse my language. It's a lot of gay, effeminate men in there.
It's like there are too many Kurt Stanklins in there. Too many.
Too many Kurt Franklins and
Eddie. I don't even want to say his last name. Kurt Franklin's, T.D. Snakes.
We gonna call him Eddie Pauls.
Eddie Pauls. That's what he putting on people, his paws.
Oh, man.
That's the problem, man. Like, even the sister, even her in her blindness, she's able to see that there are no weak, strong men in them churches. You know, so think about how many people, how many black women turned on their TV that day they see Dylan Starr and Ruth shoot up their Christian church. And think about what they thought to themselves. If a devil can walk in here and shoot, 7 people? Was it 9 people, sir?
I think it was, 9.
He shot 9 people in a church. Think about how black women felt when they seen that are dedicated Christians. They looking at their church like, oh, we next? Who gonna protect this? Like, Christian church, I got some answering to explain and do, man. So how y'all protecting these sisters, man, these children, when y'all a bunch of cowards?
That's heavy that you said that. If I could,
Kind, sir.
Them churches is a snare. It's a trap for death. Not only you being fed false information that's keeping you a drug addict and keeping you a prostitute and a homosexual.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't have men in there to protect you from that, from anything that comes in there. That I've always heard in the church, man, because I grew up in the church, and they used to always say the doors of the church is open. They used to say that right before the choir would sing their song and they would get the church started. And the doors, and literally the doors were unlocked.
Damn.
There was no shamar. The ushers can't do nothing. They just old women with gloves on.
Who they gonna beat up?
Right, and after a while, when the doors of the churches open, they go sit down like everybody else. So the whole time the doors unlocked, everybody's sitting there listening to praise songs. This is how Dylan Stormroof was able to go inside of that church and shoot everybody. Damn. Because nobody thought that was going to happen, because we love our oppressors so much that we thought they was going to be sweet and good to us and come right up in there and sit down and have a good time with us. Where in reality he had war in his heart and he killed everybody in there. That is the stupidity of the Christian church. If you're in that place, you are destined to die.
Damn.
But you cannot die here in the Isupk.
Goddamn
because
right.
Nobody's coming in here.
Damn right.
Not anybody's coming in here because they will die.
Damn right, sir. Damn right, I don't want. Damn right, I don't want as heavy as hell. I don't want, and it's like you say, it's like you said. You got your grandmama who cuss you out all day trying to be an usher with them white gloves on. As fragile as she could be. You know what I'm saying? Me and Officer Shaw was watching the video. We was watching the movie, and it was Big Mama at the front door. Shaw said, damn, Big Mama on Shamar. Big Mama sitting down at the door. She can't stop nobody. She can't even stop herself. I mean, you got sisters on Shamar, man. I'm telling you, man. The Isupk is the last result when it comes to masculinity, man. And to men not being cowards or afraid. Like when we come to council, man, you got to think about all the people that see us doing the work of the Most High and what they say to brothers out there. Even oppressors have to say it. Hey, we appreciate the courage and the strength that y'all got. I mean, we have been trained, man, by righteous leaders. And to the point where we understand when we go out here, we could die. We could die out there on those street corners.
Damn right, man.
It's not a guarantee that you're gonna come home.
Damn right.
It's never a guarantee. We come home every day from the Most High, man. The Most High allowing us to make it back home. But it's not a guarantee you're gonna make it back home.
Damn right.
And only real men know about that. Cowards, I don't know what to say about you.
If I could, cowards live every day like a coward, and they end up dying anyway. They end up dying anyway. They so and then it's crazy because they think it's oh my God, man, it's crazy. I don't even know what to say on it. It's like every day, like I brought this out one time before. You know, when a brother or a sister smokes weed, you know what I'm saying, and they're getting high, what are they doing most of the time? The reason why they doing that is because they're trying to escape the reality of their life.
Right.
They know they got them bills that's overdue. They might be facing eviction. Woman probably giving them a hard time. Man probably giving them a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Kids probably giving them a hard time. You know, they in and out of court, in and out of jail, all kinds of stuff, and they think that weed is supposed to help them, but it's a coward's way of living.
Right.
And then guess what happens? One day you end up smoking that weed or smoking some weed that has fentanyl in it or some other drug in it, and you die.
Damn right.
Because you wanted to be high so bad because you wanted to escape your reality. You know what I'm saying? Now you die. And that's the coward's way of going out. You thinking that you escaping reality, but you're actually putting yourself on the pathway to death.
Damn right, sir.
When you can live longer if you fight. I mean, that's like battle. That's like War 101. If I go out on the battlefield with my sword, as long as I'm continuously defending and fighting, I can live. But if I stop and I drop my sword while there are people wielding swords coming at me, then what's gonna happen? I'm gonna die. And that's the way life works. If you drop your sword, you're gonna get stabbed in the gut, man. You're gonna get your head chopped off. If you could apply that understanding to life, you know what I'm saying, then you will know that you have to keep swinging that sword.
Damn right.
But there's only one right way to swing that sword, and that's to be here in the Isupk.
Goddamn right, sir. Damn right, sir. Damn right, sir. That's heavy as hell out of one, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to fight anymore, man. Everybody wants the easy route out.
Damn right.
Everybody wants the easy route out. Nobody wants to fight anything. But in here, you gotta fight. You gotta war amongst them demons, man. You gotta fight against these devils, these oppressors who want to take us down, man. And you gotta be wise with everything you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be wise. There are ways to battle these demons. You know what I'm saying? You don't think these demons see brothers in this school battling, fighting, every day, fighting to wake up, brothers fighting to wake up through pain, sisters waking up through pain, all the turmoil in the world, to my bills, stress on top of stress. You don't see brothers and sisters giving up. You know what I'm saying? We keep it pushing, we keep battling. And that's what the UPK is teaching. It's teaching our people how to fight, man. How to fight against drug addiction and not to be a coward. Not to be a coward and fall victim and fall in love with these drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? And the story came out in Greenwood, South Carolina, sir, that a brother got caught with like a half a pound of weed, which turned out to be fentanyl.
Man.
It's turned out to be fentanyl. And the police busted him. I say, it's a wrap for him. If you get caught with fentanyl down here, your life is over. They gave one brother down here, I think they gave him 35 years.
Damn.
35. You get caught that fentanyl if you want to. You better have a prescription. Because if you don't, we will not see you ever again. Isupk going to throw you in the farthest dungeon possible. And you still going to have to battle. So like, sir, you got it, sir.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 11. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. Verse 12. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verse 13. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman hath done be told for memorial. So like I'm gonna skip down a little bit because I know I went past that. Verse 14. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests. Verse 15, and said unto them, what will ye give me? I will deliver him unto you.
Ooh, this is what traitors do, man. Traitors always want something in order to sacrifice their own.
Man.
Traitors always look for something. Let me give you a perfect example. Al Sharpton. In order for him to turn his back on his people, he's willing to trade us all out. Like, he does not care. Like, he has no remorse. He's willing to trade out. You leave it up to him, he will trade your kids out for $5. Just to say, I got something from him. I got something. It wasn't much, but I got something for them damn kids. What'd they give you, Al? $5. Oh, okay, damn. I got something, though.
Dang.
That's why we say, we know these fake Israelite groups hate the Isupk. Because we're the only ones that's out there causing problems to them. We don't like your food. We don't like your culture. We don't dress the way that you would expect us to dress, man. We do everything the Bible says to do. Everything.
It's like if I could, it's like it doesn't even click in their mind that we're the only camp out there. And I'm using the word camp for just the sake of understanding. You know what I'm saying? We're the only camp out there that keeps and holds on to the traditions.
Right.
Of what we taught. And so it makes a lot of sense why they hate us.
Damn right.
Because Christ did the same thing. He held on to the traditions of our forefathers. You know what I'm saying? But Christ was just more thorough in the understanding of what he was doing.
Damn right.
He was a brother with common sense and wisdom. And so therefore he was able to walk on this earth following every law, statute, and commandment to the T. And even still they didn't understand why he did certain things, and he was never out of compliance with the law.
Right.
And so us here today, we are in compliance with the law, statutes, and commandments, and everybody around us is our enemy.
Damn
just
right.
like the Pharisees and Sadducees was to Christ.
Damn right, sir. Damn right, damn right, sir. Like I was saying, now our Pharisees, man, they just, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Slack, so you got it, sir.
Okay, verse Matthew 26, verse 15, finishing it off. And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver. Verse 16, and from that time he sought opportunity to betray him.
God. Damn, some logic. Like, this is what we have a lot of in the Isupk, man. Against the Isupk. We have so many people looking for ways to make us lead this truth, man.
Right.
So many things that they're doing to try to make us to lead this truth, man, to become traitors, man. To betray our king, man. It's like if you're an officer, man, you make that oath to become an officer.
Mm-hmm.
Do never drop your sword. Never drop your sword. Our King Yahushua, he never dropped his sword. Even when he died, he never dropped his sword. He fought he battled. And when death came, he still battled.
Damn right.
And that's the lifestyle that you have to be willing to live here in the Isupk.
That's right. And if I could,
Sir.
what also what you should know is after a while, swinging that sword gonna get heavy.
Right.
It's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta gird up your loins, you gotta be strong, you gotta keep fighting. Now, here's the thing, not everybody is able to fight that is not able to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's why it takes a special man, a special sister to be able to come in here and do what we do. Some of us is not cut out for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And over time, it's going to show. Over time, it's going to show whether you really strong in this truth or you just playing around in this truth.
Damn right.
Whether you just being weak and you hiding yourself, it'll be exposed after a while. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Most High for Commander General Yohanan and General Muhammad, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They see that kind of wickedness, man, and they get it the hell up out of here. It's our
Damn
responsibility. Right. You know what I'm saying? When somebody try to come up here and try to betray this body, and introduce all kinds of wickedness and garbage up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, and you better believe, and I'm gonna tell you, brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be real circumspect when it comes to brothers and sisters coming in here, because I guarantee you might be sitting or talking to the next person that's gonna betray you, like how Judas betrayed Christ, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna betray the Isupk the way Judas betrayed Christ. You understand? You already see it happening now. You already see those sitting around and they disgruntled and angry at the Isupk, and they betrayed their oath and they left the school. And all they do is sit back and be angry and aggressive towards the school.
Damn right.
When the school ain't done nothing evil to them. You know what I'm saying? So you better understand that just how a traitorous ass nigga was hanging around. You know what I'm saying? So like for my language, a treacherous nigga was hanging around. You understand? Christ. There's gonna be treacherous niggas and women. You understand? That's gonna be sitting around here in this body as well. And you just gotta know. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be careful and you gotta know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Christ knew.
Damn right. Damn right, sir. So I'm gonna go back to the scripture, sir.
Yeah, come. Verse 26, verse verse 17. Now the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Yahushua, saying unto him, Where wilt thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover? Verse 18, and he said, Go into the city to such a man, and say unto him, The master saith, My time is at hand. I will keep the Passover at thy house with my disciples.
Right.
Verse 19, and the disciples did as Yahushua had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Verse 20, now when the even was come, he sat down with the 12. Verse 21, and as they did eat, he said, Verily I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. Verse 22, and they were exceedingly sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Yahweh, is it I? Salakia, let me read that again. And they were exceeding sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Lord, is it I?
Damn. Brothers wanted to know. Like, Salakia, sir, I'm not the bitch ass nigga, my sir. Please let me know now. I'll change my diet if I'm the brother that's gonna be the one that's gonna trade on you. You know what I'm saying? Brothers were vexed by this. You imagine that's like Commander General Yohanan sitting in the room with 12 brothers and say, one of y'all gonna betray me. Brothers are gonna be like, sir, is it me, sir? Sir, is it me? Go home and check your whole family. You check the damn garage, goddamn.
Damn heart drop. You be feeling like, could I really do that? Would I do that?
You checking yourself. You in the mirror with the clown face on. No, you don't messed up. Like, damn.
Oh, man.
It's like, you got it, sir.
Verse 23, and he answered and said, He that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me.
Ooh-wee.
Verse 24, The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him.
Mm.
But woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born.
God damn. Damn. Rather than you be a traitor, it's better if you're not even born. You turn your back on the Isupk and leave, it's better if you not even be born. That's the best for you. You turn your back on the Isupk. It's better if you're not even born. At all. Like, you have an oath when you become an officer in this school, man. When you decide to change your life and you decide to get into these ranks, man, you have an oath that you're supposed to dedicate to the Isupk, man. You have an oath, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let yourself lose your opportunity on being in the kingdom of heaven because you want to talk to somebody else. You want to lead the truth. You want to do your own thing. Or my favorite, the truth is too much for me. Go ahead, lead. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do what you want to do. But the Most High is going to hold you accountable for those things, man. When you turn your back on the ISPK and you go out here and you want to do your own thing, you don't want to take orders from your man. You don't got any friends. You just want to do your own thing. It doesn't work like that. Once you drop that sword, brother's going to look at you a lot different, man.
Yeah, I'm right.
Same thing with you sisters. You sisters lead the truth. Brothers are going to look at you a lot different.
And it's, if I could, it is sad too because it's like it could be somebody you've been sitting down eating bread with, eating, having these feast days with, you know what I'm saying, or going to camp with.
Right.
And then the minute that they just do some homosexual garbage and either get kicked out of the school or leave the school because they weak, it's like you can't even really look at them the same way.
Damn right, sir.
It's like you can't even really look at them the same. It's like you just have pity on them, but that's it. It's like, all right, there you go. That's what you chose.
Like I said, they try to figure out why you just looking at them like they so pitiful. Like, I'm living the best life. Like, I hear you. So we shall see. It's like, can we go to verse 12, sir?
Verse 12.
Yeah, come, sir.
Oh, you going back to verse 12? Oh no, we further down than that. So like I got you.
It's like someone down phone.
Verse 22. And they were exceedingly sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Lord, is it I? Verse 23. And he answered and said, He that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. Verse 24. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him, but woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man that he had not been born. Verse 25. Then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, audacity, God. Then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Master, is it I? He said unto him, Thou hast said. Verse 26. And as they were eating, Yahushua took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to the disciples and said, Take, eat, this is my body.
Damn. You had Judas. Judas already knew that he was, going to turn his back on Christ. He don't want to. He asked Christ, is it me?
Thou hast said.
Damn, man, he already knew it was him. Damn.
It make you feel like you been betrayed.
Like, damn.
It's like, this nigga
I'm about to go look for him.
Yeah, they want to roll up on him right now. Like, I could not believe this cat.
Yo, Judas, come here, man.
Let me holler at you for a second.
That ain't Judas. Oh,
I had to put the pause on it now.
I had to beat the hell out of Judas.
Oh, man. Lord be with that brother.
Tony McCon, sir.
Verse Salakia, Matthew 26, verse 27. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, "Drink ye all of it." Is there any more you want to go on?
No lie, sir. Salakia, sir. That's
Okay,
it.
gotcha.
Now I'm going to get this other scripture right quick, sir. Oh, shoot. I got it right here. Salakia, I don't have it right there. Damn, I had all these scriptures lined up. Salakia, sir. Damn, I had all these scriptures written down, sir. Slack, so I was going to go to First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11, sir.
First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11.
Right, and we're going to show you the reason why the nation of Israel has always had a bunch of traitors amongst our people. Slack, so you got it, sir.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
So who, sir?
In those days went out of Israel wicked men.
Right, wicked men went out of the nation of Israel. Wicked men. And those wicked men were black men and Hispanic men together. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like back then we had our leaders who were willing and ready to turn their back on us, man. Haven't even got haven't even, like just ready to do any type of evil to destroy us, man. Like we have that right now so bad in the Christian church. Like it was one place recently where we went to, man. And the sister, it was something, man. I watching the video where the sister was trying to get a seat on the subway and nobody would move to let her sit down. I'm talking about she just standing up raising hell because she can't back up and sit down, man. You know, all of that right now, all that stuff going on these buses and stuff like that is because our leaders, man, they were weak back then, man. They told our people, let's join with the heathen, man. Let's do what the heathen do, man. So you got it, sir.
Con. And Salakia, in those days went out there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, "Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us."
Right. Like he made this covenant with a large amount of Israel, man. Like he made a covenant with the, you know what I'm saying? Like he went out there, man, and he said, "Man, you know what, man? You know what I'm saying?" Slack, so you got it, sir.
For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
God damn, don't that sound like your Christian pastor? Don't that sound like your black politicians? Al Sharpton stood up there when the brother got killed up in Minnesota. As Sharpton told black people, we just gotta calm down, y'all. We don't need to burn down our own buildings. Nah, nan nigga in the hood on Walgreens.
It's a lock if I could.
Come on, sir.
This is so heavy that you saying that because same thing happened with the brothers and sisters that followed Moses out of Egypt. They wanted to go back to Egypt because they started missing. They were saying, yeah, you know, Egypt was harsh, but you know, at least we had this and we had that. We had food and we had shelter. We had this and that. They was ready to betray Moses and go back to Egypt.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just heavy that you said that. And this is what our pastors do, man.
God on kind.
Our pastors is ready to go and shake the hand of the white man, and they rich because the pastor rich,
right?
But we gotta suffer because of the betrayal or the treachery, you know what I'm saying, and these covenants or these contracts that they make with our oppressor.
Right, and it's like if I could, you know what I'm saying? Like we deal with all the pain of our people just being traitors, man. Like it is the worst thing I think I've seen is where the devil had a sweepstakes, and it was something that people would win, and he ended up giving all $30,000 to some heathen. Like it was just sad to see. I was like that money could be helping the nation of Israel to get themselves situated. You'd rather take your money than give it to heathens, man. You'd rather make heathens look good rather than focus on your own people. So it's like, so that was it on that, sir?
Let's see. Hold on a second. I think that was it on that one. Yeah.
Come on, sir.
Unless it was certain how you wanted me to read down further.
Slack, sir. Trying to get this damn phone right, sir.
Yeah, no sweat.
But come on, slack, sir. You got it, sir.
Okay. Verse 12. So this device pleased them well. Verse 13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. Verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief.
Sound like our black politicians today who have misguided all of our strong men, all of our sisters, man. I seen one devil, man. He was with a sister, and the sister looked up, and I don't know, she might have noticed who we were and what we do, but she dropped her head at the table and didn't even speak anymore. Because she knew she was a traitor amongst their people, man. No different than Serena Williams and Venus Williams. A bunch of traitors, man. Like you, it's sad, man. Very sad, man. So like I said, I'm still trying to find that little scripture. So like I said, what the hell going on my phone, sir? So like it, sir. Alright, so like I said, damn, I can't believe I got this scripture. Who's that? Matthew 26 and 21, sir?
Matthew 26 and 21, that's what, is it 21? That's the one we did last time, right?
Con, sir.
Oh, you want to go back to it?
Yeah, con, sir.
Matthew 26 and 21. Matthew chapter 26 and 21. And as they did eat, he said, verily I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me.
Kind of select. I did go too far, but select, sir. Mind you, sir. My bad, sir.
Oh, here if you want to, we can go down to verse 47, because that talks about when he gets betrayed.
Kind of, sir.
All right, so we'll start at 45. I'll go ahead and start at 45 for you. It says, then cometh he to his disciples and saith unto them, sleep on now and take your rest. Behold, the hour is at hand, and the Son of Man is betrayed into the hand of sinners. Mm-hmm. Verse 46, rise, let us be going. Behold, he is at hand that doeth betray me.
Damn. Like Matt Christ already knew who was going to turn their back on. I imagine you sitting at a table with brothers and you already know who's going to turn their back on you. Come on, so you got it, sir.
Verse 47, and while he yet spake, lo, Judas, one of the 12, came, and with him a great multitude with swords and staves, from the chief priests and elders of the people. Verse 48, now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he. Hold him fast.
Right.
Verse 49, and forthwith he came to Yahushua and said, hail, master, and kissed him. Verse 50, and Yahushua said unto him, friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him. Verse 51, and behold, one of them which were, and behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. 52. Then said Yahushua to him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
Damn.
Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? Verse 54, but how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled that thus it must be?
Damn right. So like I was going to say, Yahushua was no coward. He was Isupk to the max.
If I could, he checked that brother. He said, put that sword up.
Let me pull that rank on you real quick.
Yeah, he told him to put that sword up. And he's like, I could call a legion of angels destroy him right now if I wanted to, but that's not it. Like, this is supposed to happen.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? As evil as it is, it's supposed to happen.
Damn right, sir.
Verse 55. In that same hour said Yahushua to the multitudes, are ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves to take me? I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me. Verse 56. But all this was done that the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled.
Damn right.
Then all the disciples forsook him and fled. Damn.
That's cold blooded. All the disciples.
All disciples.
Turned their back and said, forget it. Don't be like this. Don't turn your back on your King and Savior because you're impatient or because you're a big baby. Don't do that. Okay, thing on, sir?
Yes, sir.
Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak. To speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months where brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brothers and sisters will get permission from the head to marry. Numbers chapter 18 through 21, Malachi 3 through 8. Salaki. It says tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 through 21. Malachi chapter 3 verse 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew, Mashirah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. Give to the treasury department of teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Upcoming holy convocations will be, it'll be the Feast of Tabernacle. It'll be the 5th day of the 7th month, the 15th day of the 7th month for 8 days. All right. Whatsoever amount you would like to for the upcoming holy convocations, remind Ackman Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing an all black boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.